The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
Alongside Carson-Newman baseball coach Tom Griffin, I'm Michael Watchering, and this is the Eagles Sports Network. Carson-Newman takes down King 9-5. Eagles are off to their best start since 1999, 8-1 to begin the year. And I mentioned that 8-1. It's been 20 years since this program started the year with 8 wins in their first 9 games. They went to the World Series that year, so no pressure for you, Coach. But you talk about this year's group and your ability to hang around in games, to come up, pick somebody up. Hunter Long had been good this season, walks a couple guys. Matt Bradley slams the door shut. You get some clutch hits from some guys throughout the lineup. What's this win here today mean for this group?
Well, I think it's more just how did we play today and what did we learn from today? How do we grow from this experience today? That's truly all we're trying to do with every game, just like every day in life. What do we learn from all of our experiences? And, it was great to see Tyler Shaver, a freshman from Jeff County, really solid effort for his first start. That was great to watch. And we've watched him grow up, and he comes from an outstanding baseball program here in Jeff County. And for kind of like Matt Bradley, they're kind of similar in a way. And then what Bradley did on the tail end of stuff and how he's closing games is really effective. And our bullpen was very effective. Again, we talked about trying to get guys in there. Cam Blowbaum, I thought, what he has to do. He knows his role. He knows the type of pitcher he is, and he does that to a very effective way. And Nick Atkins, we're able to get him some more batters and more pitches today than what we normally do. And he was extremely effective. And when you play good defense, listen, and I told Blaine, I think Blaine and his staff were outstanding there at King. That was a good ball game. That was a good midweek game. Could have gone either way. Solid defense, made big pitches. Guys got some big hits. That was just a solidly played game by both programs.
One thing I want to talk about with your group, the new age baseball has gone away from various stats. I don't think batting average is as important as it once was. Yeah. Well, your team right now has an on-base percentage hovering around .450. You have won 6 of your 8 games this year where you have had either as many or fewer hits as you have runs. Mm-hmm. How are you seeing the evolution of your team handling their at-bats this year?
I think it's the approach at the plate. And I think it's the discipline you're going to show at the plate. And the maturity of a hitter is the discipline they show. Free swinging, or do they have a plan when they go up? Are they looking for certain things? What are the pitchers giving the hitter? What are they learning from how they're being pitched to? Or what does the pitcher have as far as stuff goes? And then what pitches am I swinging at? Do I have a good strike zone discipline that I'm laying off pitches that normally you're swinging at because you don't have a good plan or the discipline isn't there? That doesn't happen in the game. We got to train that during BP and during our training and practice time, that guys have to understand, as a hitter, we can do a lot of things without getting the base hit and be very effective. Seeing 7+ pitches in an at-bat is an extremely effective at-bat, even though we get out. Drawing a walk, hit by pitch, putting balls in play with 2 strikes. The average when putting balls in 2 strikes and getting on base is extremely higher than most people would think. So that's kind of been our focus. And you're right, we don't pay attention to the average. We have our own, like most clubs, a quality at-bat chart. And it has nothing to do with an average. It just has to go with, hard contact. Are you getting on base? Are you getting on base through errors? Are you moving runners? Are you seeing 7+ pitches? And hopefully, maybe it's through osmosis or semi-conscious that they are thinking about those when they're in the box. But they have been very effective, and they've been have been disciplined, I think, at the plate. And you're right, that's why you can score some runs. Here's the other thing, Michael. We've been running the bases extremely well. We've been very aggressive on the bases. We've read balls in the dirt very well. Guys have when they play here, they have the green light to run, and they've made really good decisions on when to run to put ourselves in scoring position. And then the situational hitting of moving runners to third with less than 2 outs or executing a hit and run. That so far has been good. And that's why I think we've had some of the success we've had outside the extremely good pitching and the solid defense.
Now you get a Northwood team that has gone to the tournament each of the last 2 years, won the GLIAC each of the last 2 seasons. You get a 4-game series, at least as it's scheduled right now. What do you want to see from your group this weekend as the competition maybe goes up a little bit of a notch here?
Well, yeah, on paper, you're right, Michael. I mean, you would say that, but then again, what we try to do, and again, we think this, I know it doesn't happen. We're competing against the baseball, which weighs 5 ounces and has 108 stitches on it. Well, that's who we're competing against, because whoever throws it, the baseball has to come to us to hit. Then someone hits that baseball, and we've got to field it and throw it to someone else. So we're truly competing against the baseball. Yes, some guys throw that thing a little harder and have a little bit better break than other guys. I get that. But the bottom line is we're competing against the baseball. And if we can keep things simple and not become so distracted by what the guy is doing on the mound or what his accolades were or the fact that he's a possible draft guy, because then that gets into the grill and it changes how we approach the game. We want to keep the game and take it into life, keep it simple. One pitch at a time, process over the results, and make sure we enjoy the process and enjoy what we're doing right now. Don't think too far ahead. Don't worry about the past.
Coach, congrats on the win. Appreciate the words of wisdom.
Oh, hey, thank you for all you guys do. You guys are outstanding.
He's Carson-Newman coach Tom Griffin. I'm Michael Watchring, and this is the Eagle Sports Network.